The brand new, most powerful and best weapon in Cold War Zombies is the Thumper. M79, grenade launcher, noob tube, whatever else you want to call it. Yes, this weapon that in my opinion has kind of went through a lot over the Cold War life cycle, and in today's video we'll be hopping into a game and I will be showing you exactly what I mean by this weapon being extremely powerful. Now there will be a lot of things that will make it good, so on its own it won't be obviously as good as it would be with these combinations of things, but the Thumper is an absolute beast. So without further ado, let's get right into the video. If you're new here, be sure to subscribe, like the video, and also maybe join our Discord server. Link is down in the description. Let's get into it. Okay, so I spawned in with the M79 on Forsaken, and you know, it's not the best weapon straight off the bat. So what you could just do on this map of all maps, just buy the DMATI, put on a blueprint. Do I have any pre-built? I do have one. Put on DMATIs and just use them, and then later obviously when you pack a punch and get PhD, will be not only showing you how good the freaking weapon is, but you know, that's all you have to do. So if you don't want to use the M79 straight off the bat, there's wall buys everywhere around the map, you know, don't forget about that. Now obviously spawning with like the M79 will be a bit different on other maps. So for example, you do have the DMATI also on Mauer. You have a Magnum on Firebase, and then I guess if you want to count the first doors to open on D Machina, depends on which way you go. You can have a 1911 or a Hauer. So maybe for that, just knife zombies with the gun, or if you don't have the knifing ability unlocked, maybe use the gun butt, just to not use the M79 because it's not the best without pack-a-punching. And I never expected to be delivering pizzas as like a little job in zombies, but I absolutely love it for the rewards. I swear to God, he doesn't pay me well with a ray gun. He's gonna die. He's gonna die either way, actually. What am I on about? Come on. Better give me the ray gun. Why don't you want to die? There we go. Even though I didn't need the ray gun. Okay, so now we are getting into the pack-a-punch room. I'm gonna pack-a-punch this bad boy, and we have enough salvage to actually upgrade it, and also like twice, so we'll get it to blue rarity, and then we can also purchase on top of all of this another essential thing with this weapon, and that is PhD slider, baby. Tier 3 I think, or tier 4, you need to have it. And where I'm going to demonstrate this weapon being amazing is in one of the best high round strategies in all of Cold War. Like, it's literally one of the fastest methods in the game, and that is in the pizza room where you deliver the stuff, basically where we murdered our boy Ronald Reagan. So we're going to go inside here. I don't even have a jug right now, and actually I need to switch to Ring of Fire. And this thing is absolutely amazing. I'll show you. We're gonna go up to like the highest possible round until like I feel satisfied to show you off how good this strat is and how good this weapon is. And do bear in mind, you can do this on anything. You can do this on any map, even like let's say Firebase Z, D Machina, anywhere where you can sit up on top. Even Mauer Totem. This combination, this weapon is now amazing with PhD flopper, or sorry, slider. How did I make that mistake? Now I went over this high round strategy where I am right now with a ray gun in one of my videos. I either pop up right now on top of the screen, and also link down in the description, and also just on the YouTube channel in general, where I went over the best high round strats, and this one is like definitely the best for fastest one. But you can obviously use the M79 as an alternative if you didn't know. So if you don't have a ray gun, just use this bad boy. Look at it. Bam, bam. Obviously we have an insta kill right now, but it's so good. And just sit in here and that's all you have to do. There is a bit of concentration involved, and you do need like Semtexes and other stuff in the high rounds, but it's just so good. And PhD slider just makes this whole thing amazing and makes this weapon finally stand out. This weapon went from the worst weapon in the game. Literally, it was horrendous at launch. I'll never forget the grind for Dark Ether. It's one of the main reasons we are where we are right now doing zombies content, because I made a guide on how to unlock Dark Ether, and so many people like came to the channel and just like some even stayed around, which is absolutely amazing. So in many ways, I have to thank this weapon for what it did to the channel. So if you ever need a weapon for high rounding, this is definitely it. You know, you don't need to always have that wonder weapon. You don't need to always have that ray gun. The M79 will just do perfectly. And it's crazy how fast I'm going through these rounds. Like, it's really fast. Like, it's insane. The one thing I'll say is this weapon isn't all that great on the boss. So maybe if you're playing Forsaken, use, let's say, the actual death machine, which is really good on him. And if you're playing on any other map, I think it's actually pretty good on Panzers. There isn't any really difficult bosses apart from Orda and Firebase. And it's pretty good on Megaton. It's just this boss, you know, Brain Rod is the most effective thing on it. So maybe slap on Brain Rod onto this weapon. That's what we'll actually do. Let's slap on some Brain Rod. Okay, we got Brain Rod on this bad boy. I was gonna double pack a punch it, but we just don't have enough points. Can I shoot down there? Oh, you can. Don't get out of the hole. Alright, let's see. Hey, it does deal extra damage. Obviously, it's still not as insane, is it? Yeah, it's just, I don't know. It's okay. It doesn't mean that you can... Oh, God. It does actually mean that you can deal more damage on him. But it's nothing wild. Let's use a Ring of Fire. Oh my god, look at this thing with Ring of Fire. I still have to show you that. I guess that was pretty fast. But one cool thing with Ring of Fire is... There we go. We have one bullet. Watch this. Have you ever seen a weapon shoot faster? That was Ring of Fire, one bullet. All the things I shot up into the sky just fell down. Okay, we have one bullet. Now let's do this. It is so crazy. Ah! I'm flying through the ammo, but it's worth it. Okay, we're out of ammo. That was... Oh, we're out of ammo. We're out of ammo. We're out of ammo. We're out of ammo. We're not out of ammo. We're not out of ammo. So yeah, definitely have one bullet like left in the gun and then activate Ring of Fire, because you just saw that. It is absolutely wild. There was no need for me to do that yet. I feel like it'll be very necessary in the higher rounds. But that was pretty insane. And another cool thing with special weapons is that sometimes they can be taken from the reserve ammo. So instead of you shooting just 3 shots, sometimes you have the chance of actually shooting like 4 to 5, just because it takes some of the shots from the actual, like, just not in the loaded part. So that's pretty cool about it. Nothing too big, but it's something, you know. So that's something to keep an eye out for. LT Casimir, Ring of Fire, and this bad boy with Brain Rot takes the freaking boss out in seconds. So yeah, just definitely have Brain Rot on it if you ever want to take out the big man fast. Okay, we're on round 30, which isn't anything insane. We'll obviously go up to like round 55 and past that, but we have Gold Rarity, Pack-a-Punch level 3, and Brain Rot. And I just want to, obviously we have Instinct right now, but I just want to show you off how good this bad boy is. Because sheesh, is good. We have a Tempest there. And honestly, taking out the bosses is definitely easier than I actually anticipated it would be. Brain Rot and Ring of Fire takes it out super fast. Absolute ease. Okay, so I just got up to round 55 with the Thumper, just sitting in this strategy on Forsaken. Honestly, it's super easy. Took me like 40 minutes to get up here, or even less. 40 might be a bit of an exaggeration, but here is max round, and we can see right now without Ring of Fire, you know, you have to put in a good few shots into the zombies, but you can take them out very fast with this bad boy. So obviously you could just spam your feet with this, and you know, PhD Slider does all the work. And the only reason we're inside of this room right now for this round is just because the spawns are super fast. For the next round, we're gonna run around, and I'll just show you again that is pretty good. But obviously I think I'd recommend sitting in a corner. That did get a bit hectic there, so let's just activate our Ring of Fire and just sit inside the corner. So obviously the weapon itself isn't amazing on its own, but with a combination of PhD Slider, which will allow you to basically shoot below your feet anywhere, and Ring of Fire, this thing just becomes god tier. Like, yes, it's a few things that you have to have with you, but let's be honest, it's not much things out of your way. And is that round? Are we done? That's round. That's another round down the list. This thing is amazing to use for that room. It's even probably better than the ray gun itself. It's super easy to go up the rounds, and now we're just gonna, you know, run around a bit around 56 with this bad boy and just show you that even when you run around, it's good, but I wouldn't recommend it. Definitely use some kind of like camping strategy. On the Machina will be the penthouse strat. On Firebase Z, it would be the weapons room, and obviously on Mauer, it would be the actual like power location. So definitely use those, and don't run around with this bad boy. But you can train, obviously, as I'm showing you right now. You will be knocking a bunch of them over, and depending on the map, I would really recommend using the like Shatter Blast ammo mod. We're using Brain Rot just to take out the bosses faster, because there's a bunch of mimics on this, and the Abomination boss. It just deals more damage and it's better. But as you can see, I'm barely getting damage because I'm stunning them. I can just simply walk through them by shooting on the ground. It's so fun. It is an actually fun weapon to use, and it is definitely going to be one of my favorites to just come into this map and use. Okay, now let's activate Ring of Fire. Ring of Fire. Oh my god, look at that. Look at this. Look how much you can spam. It's insane. Wee. I can't see anything. I'm just looking at the outlines from depth perception and just firing. Oh, what happened to my camera there? That was insane. So yeah, if you just leave that one ammo, one bullet in the reserve, or whatever you want to call it, and what would it be, reserve? I don't know. If you just do that and activate Ring of Fire and start blasting, whew, it is good. But I'm gonna go back to the strategy, and I'm probably gonna just get round 100 for fun, as it's super easy. You know, I'm planning to go for 1 million kills. That's gonna be interesting. But yeah, that's going to be it for the video. This is the best weapon currently in the game. It isn't like the best because of its insane damage, infinite damage for high rounds, but because of combination of Ring of Fire and PhD Flopper, which I think I've repeated like 50 times already in this video, but that's just the thing that makes this amazing. And yeah, so if you ever want to go for a high round, if it's on Die Maschine, if it's on Firebase Z, Mauer der Toten. Actually, Mauer der Toten, I think I'd recommend using the actual CRBRS. But who knows? Maybe you can utilize this bad boy just for fun, because it is so good. It is such a good weapon. You're missing Mustang and Sally? Forget about that. You got the M79 Thumper grenade launcher, whatever you want to call it, weapon to use now. It is the new beast. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed. Hopefully you go out there and use this bad boy in this strategy. It is honestly just god tier on Forsaken. And obviously the reason we are just showing Forsaken is because, like, I feel like most people will be playing Forsaken. Like, I don't think much people are really going back to Firebase Z right now, Mauer der Toten or Die Maschine. But you can use this bad boy on there as well. It's a beast. It is an absolute beast. I'll see you on the next one. Peace out. Classic Fili, smooch.